It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Raiders. All that and more coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And they'll run with a former LSU Tiger. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the left side. It's Burnett. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. Burnett. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnover. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Sims. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, they run with Sims.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The numbers on the ground for Sims a week ago: 25 carries, 78 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. And it is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there on 20 yards.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now Sims. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
Back deep, Tyreek McAllister.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
On play action, here's Nix.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'll go play action with Nix. To the sideline and incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the 1st.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ritter to throw it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Ritter.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Ritter back to throw.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing Nix.
And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Nix from the shotgun.
Over the middle, it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos' 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Burnett. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Mims in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Nix.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
The kick by Lutz is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Ritter. Pass caught, it's Justin Shorter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now they run with Sims. And he's got some space here.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Sims. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Off the play fake, Nix.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Burnett.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Nix.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Ritter now. Short throw caught by Bowers.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Ritter off to play fake. Into the hands of Perry, complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Open man is Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter. It's Myers again with another catch.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
The kick by Carlson is good,
and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The final shot before break. Nix. Incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where you see the final score there. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sims. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
From the 23, this is second and 3.
They run the counter. It's Burnett. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that third and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Up the middle to Davis.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run on first down. Sims, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sims, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Third and 6.
Here's Ritter.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That pass broken up by the safety, Justin Simmons.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett.
Holding. Offense.
That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame with a penalty. Now it's Nix.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll go play action with Nix.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3rd and 19. Throwing Nix.
Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Thornton, the motion man right.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Now 2nd and 9. Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Ritter to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Thornton, the motion man right. Ritter from the gun.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Sims on the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
It took them until the final minute of the 3rd quarter to get their 1st touchdown of the ball game, but now they're right back in this. They needed something on this drive to really change their fortunes, get them headed in the right direction, and they got it with the touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Nix to the air. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Sims. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Sims. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At their 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Mims in motion left. On play action, here's Nix. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sims, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's Sims. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ritter now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run it with Sims. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw here.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Up the middle they go. It's Sims. He will push his way down to about the 14. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
To throw is Nix.
Throw left side complete to Burnett.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Burnett, and he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.